it's Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health. What's the future of health? I'm here at Health 2022, and I am catching up with this lady, one of the most successful female CEOs, I think, in health tech, the CEO of Wheel, Michelle Davey. Michelle, it's great to have you here.
Thank you, Jessica. Super excited to be here and chat in person.
First time. I've interviewed you so many times.
I know.
Yeah, so exciting to meet you. So I want to jump in on the big news of the acquisition of GoodRx's software technology. So tell me a little bit about that. What exactly did you acquire from them, and what are you going to do with it?
Well, we acquired GoodRx's care software, and ultimately we've been powering GoodRx Care for the last several years. And we're super excited to now bring that software, the patient experiences that have been incredible for GoodRx, as well as the clinician EMR that we have hundreds of clinicians working on who love it and are avid users. So it's a great platform for us to now bring into our ecosystem. We'll be working to integrate it with our other technologies, so everything from our routing technology to our patient matching technology to our end-to-end lab infrastructure as well. So for us to use that technology broadly to drive virtual first care, not only in digital health, but allowing traditional healthcare to also drive consumer virtual first care. And that is ultimately why we bought it, and we're super excited to bring that offering to market.
I am so excited for you, and I think that this is where the market is headed to me, like this whole consumer-led virtual first care market. So I want to get into that in a second, but before we move on from the GoodRx thing, so you guys have been working with GoodRx for all of this time, and so I want to put this in the context of everything else that Wheel is providing, because you guys are, I think, like a virtual first care like enablement company. Like, you guys give everybody the tools that they need to implement virtual first care. Say a little bit more about some of the other things that you guys do, just to catch our audience up if they're not fully understanding like all of the great things that you provide and all of the pieces of the puzzle that you help providers put in place.
Absolutely. So Wheel is everything that companies need to deliver virtual first care. That's everything from the software and the technology that we just talked about, the lab infrastructure platforms, as well as the clinician network. So not only can you stand up your platform and your technology and build on top of the Wheel platform, but we actually have the clinicians to enable you to deliver that care across 50 states, 24/7, 365. And right now I'm super proud because 99% of our consults and our patient delivery is delivered in less than 2 minutes of wait time. So super fast, 24/7, 365.
That's awesome. Okay. I have to ask about this virtual first care thing, because I feel like omnichannel is like the buzzword of the year for me right now, and I'm like, everybody's got an omnichannel strategy and everybody's talking about virtual first. Do you guys feel pressure from that in terms of like the competitive landscape, or is this like, heck yeah, we're selling into all of this? Like, where do you guys land on that?
We're really excited because this is what Wheel has always been trying to do since 2018. So we've been on top of it for a really long time. And actually that's our vision. Most of people know that our mission is to put great healthcare within everyone's reach. But broadly, it's about putting great healthcare from the virtual front door to the patient front door. And that is virtual first care. So over the pandemic, patients got really used to utilizing technology, going online to start their care journey. Now it's about how do we help that patient get navigated fully through their journey, whether that starts online virtually, but it may not end there. So that's okay. We understand that hybrid care is the future, and we've always seen that as the real future of healthcare. And so we help them navigate the system so they don't have to figure out, well, do I need a lab and diagnostic now? Do I need an RN to come to my home and take my vitals? And then ultimately, behind the scenes, having the cohesive infrastructure platform across these companies gives our clinicians access to full patient holistic profiles with all of the history behind it so that they can ultimately deliver the best care for those patients at the right time.
That's incredible. And I have to ask you this, because this is like a trend that I'm watching. I feel like the whole value proposition of virtual first care has started to shift. And instead of this being like, oh, it's so convenient or whatever, organizations, I feel like, are starting to look at virtual first care as an opportunity to control the care journey. Where it's like, if this is our starting point, virtual first, not only can we direct where the patient goes next and help them make more informed decisions and reduce costs and whatever in that regard, but then on the provider side, it's also being looked at as an opportunity opportunity for people to practice at the top of their license. What are some of the trends that you're seeing in terms of like how virtual first and what that means? It's starting to shift. Are you seeing some of the things that I'm seeing? What else are you seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge trend that we're seeing. We're also seeing in the pandemic and pre-pandemic, quite frankly, the main use case for telehealth or virtual care was urgent episodic care. We're seeing the large shift from urgent care to much more longitudinal care journeys, virtual primary care, chronic care conditions coming online. And really the importance of that infrastructure that we're building to do those longitudinal care journeys isn't just about the telehealth components, but adding the labs and diagnostics to make sure that the patients are getting the right care at the right time. And the clinician has access to all of the data, whether that's through a lab and diagnostics, through remote patient monitoring, or even through an in-home visit. They have all of that data at their fingertips to help patients who are chronically ill and need primary visits as well to get the care that they need and deserve. It allows our clinicians to practice at a completely different level. And regardless of where that patient is in their journey, they can help them through the next steps.
All right, what's next for you guys, Michelle? I mean, like you're building like this whole like virtual front door to the patient's front door. Like, okay, what else do we add in next? Can you give us any hints at what might be coming down the road?
Well, one of the big things we'll be focusing on is that integration of all of the technology from the virtual front door of telehealth, asynchronous, synchronous care, to our labs and diagnostics. But really, we'll be really focused on bringing that to more traditional sides of healthcare. So most people have been hearing about Wheel powering a lot of the digital health tech and retailers. We're really starting to bring that consumer-driven healthcare that our companies have learned to love over the last couple of years and patients are craving over to traditional sides of payers as well. And so excited to talk more about that in a future one as well.
Awesome. Well, go get it, Michelle. I want to talk to you again. I have to hear about how you're just going to bring this consumerization of healthcare to those traditional incumbents. Love that. Well, congratulations on the acquisition. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much. It was great to see you in person.
Oh my God, finally, thank you. I'm Jessica DaMassa here with Michelle Davey. We're talking about Wheel, the company that she is CEO of. And you can check out more content, actually with some folks from Wheel and some other friends over on my YouTube channel. Head on over to youtube.com/WTF Health. I'm Jessica DaMassa here at Health 2022. Having a great time. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.